Hey guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. So for this one I'm planning out the week of March 2nd through the 8th and I'm using the Up Kit from Scribble Prints Co. This is the second half of my weekend with my sister at Disneyland. So I did decide to use another Disney kit, but obviously it's not directly like dedicated to Disneyland, but it's still a Disney themed kit. And I love this kit. I didn't know exactly when I was going to use it. I know a lot of people are using it for like their anniversary or like for some kind of relationship milestone, which you guys know me. I am single, so obviously I don't have that at the moment. So I did decide just to use it for this, mainly because I just really wanted to use this kit and I think it is so pretty and I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so pretty. So yeah, I did do all the normal things. I used gold foil for this week, so all of my overlays are from Scribble Prints Co. Excuse me, I had a little bit of a hiccup. And then I put down some Simply Gilded washi and all the flip blocks and everything. I am going to talk a little bit about the weekend that we had. I don't remember exactly where I ended in the last Plan With Me voiceover because that was so long ago. But so the last Plan With Me was the Magic Kit. That was the first half of the weekend that we were at Disneyland, and I think I was talking a little bit just about the weekend in general. It was a very hectic weekend because we were at Disneyland, and then I had a couple of issues with some swelling in my face, which if you guys want to hear the whole entire story, go ahead and check out that Plan With Me. That was the last Plan With Me that I uploaded. And yeah, so I had some swelling in my face, which I still had the swelling on Monday. I was on steroids. I had to go to urgent care. Whole interesting story. So yeah, but anyway, for the last part of our weekend trip, it was actually really good. We had a checkout on the Monday. We were only at the Grand for one night. We weren't planning on staying there any longer, purely because I eventually had to go back to work, and also my sister had to go back to work. Well, I didn't have to go back to work until Thursday, but my sister had to go back to work. So we were only there for the one day and then, or like the one night, and then we did have to check out of the Grand on the Monday. But it was really cool because we got to actually take advantage of Extra Magic Hour, which I've only done that with Florida when I stayed there for my senior trip in high school. I had only ever done Extra Magic Hour for that, and it was so cool to be able to actually be in Disneyland with very little people. We were able to ride, what did we ride? We got on Toy Story Mania. Bailey! Hi, babies! Okay, bye. We got on Toy Story Mania, which is usually like a 40-minute wait. So it was really nice to be able to do that. We also got on Racers. We very rarely ever go on Racers. So we essentially ended up getting into the park around like, I think it was 30 minutes before the park actually opened. And we literally we're like, okay, let's just do whatever we can do. Like we were originally going to get up to try to go ride Rise of Resistance, but I was like, I'd rather take advantage of Extra Magic Hour than do Rise of Resistance, because at that point we had already ridden it, because I took my sister to the cast preview, so we had already ridden Rise of Resistance. So I was like, okay, we're just going to do this. And I think that's the first time I've ridden Racers in like a couple of years. We don't ride Racers because Racers is usually like an 80-minute wait. But we went on Toy Story Mania. And then after that, we were like, all right, we got 10 minutes. Should we try to get to Racers? Because we were going to do Incredicoaster, but that was down when it first opened. So we were like, all right, let's go see if we can get to Racers. And literally, you're walking down the parade route and you just see rope drop, which is just everyone just standing there. And I'm like, ooh, let's get to Racers before we can. And we got there, and it was like maybe a 15-minute wait, not too bad at all. And we were still in line, like we were about to load, and then everyone from Rope Drop came. I was like, oh my god, there's so many people all of a sudden. So it was nice to finally be able to get onto Racers without having to wait like 120 minutes, because it tends to get up that high. So yeah, we took advantage of Extra Magic Hour. I also used some up stickers that are from Once in a Million, which you guys will see in a haul that hopefully will be the next video. I was waiting for some more orders to come in, and now I have too many orders, and that sheet is a part of that haul. I actually did not haul it before I took the stickers off, so you guys are actually seeing them first, but yeah, I will haul that eventually. But I used the little Russell for the Extra Magic Hour, and then after that we did go get some breakfast burritos at the Grand. There's a little like kind of marketplace type thing in the Grand. I don't even know what it is called, but we did go there before we had to check out, which we just took advantage of Extra Magic Hour and then left the parks. So we got some breakfast burritos and some food, so I used a burrito from the Coffee Monsters Co., I believe, or Once More, I think it's Once More with Love, sorry, Once More with Love to mark that. Then, of course, we had to check out of the Grand, which was really nice. We literally got up for extra magic hour, went back, ate our burritos, and then cleaned up the hotel, which was only like maybe 20 minutes at the most. And then we just kind of sat there and we're like, well, we have a little bit of time. Do we want to just wait until we actually have to clock out or check out? And so we did. So I used a little clock icon from Magic Prince Co. for that. And then after that, we did go back into the parks. Like I said, we were originally planning on getting up to get Rise of Resistance, but we didn't. So we mainly spent most of our day in California Adventure because we wanted to be a part of the Food and Wine Festival and just kind of eat all the food and stuff like that. So we did do food and wine, and I used a munchkin with some wine to mark that. I actually do not like wine. I do not like alcohol, for those of you who may not know. So I didn't drink anything, but I do like using the wine munchkins for food and wine just because it makes sense. So yeah. And then after that, we did go over to Disneyland side because I did want to see the Magic Happens parade. At this point, I think the parade was maybe out for like a week. So we got some ice cream while we were going down Main Street, and then we did see Magic Happens, which we camped out for that for maybe I'd say about like an hour or so. It's funny because we were walking down Main Street and everything in Main Street was already filled. I was like, how is this possible? It was like an hour and a half before the actual like parade itself, and I was like, this is why I don't wait for parades or fireworks or anything, because it's too much to deal with. But I got the ice cream on Main Street, and then I think my sister got something. I think she wanted to get something before we went over there, maybe Starbucks, I'm not entirely sure. And then we were walking down just trying to find any place that we can sit down, whether it was on the ground or whether it was on the bench, didn't really matter. And we eventually got all the way up to Small World, and there was a section that wasn't quite fully filled in. Like, we were like, can we sit here? Can we not? Because there was like one family sitting there, and then we asked, and they were like, yeah, you can sit there, you're good. Like, we won't make you move. And so we were essentially front row for the parade, which was really, really cool. And like I said, we waited there for like an hour or so, made friends with the people next to us, and it was actually really, really cool. So yeah, we did see the Magic Happens parade, so I used Moana to mark that. I'm really far behind on this voiceover, but it's fine, I'll catch up. But yeah, so we saw Magic Happens, which is really cool. I really liked it. If you guys haven't seen it, I know that they do have a video on line of it because they released it after Disney closed. So I definitely recommend you go watch it because it's actually a really cool parade. It's not as good as Paint the Night in my opinion, but I think it's really, really good. So yeah, moving on to Tuesday, since I am really far behind, but it's fine because filming Lindsay takes forever and a day to fill out the spreads. So on Tuesday, I woke up and my face was no longer swollen, which was really exciting for the past 2 days. Ooh, sorry, hiccups, I swear. I have coffee, and I may or may not have eaten a chicken caprese panini from Starbucks, and so good, so good. Anyway, my face was no longer swollen, which was nice. So the steroids did work. It took about maybe 3 days for it to fully go down, and essentially what they told me was if it goes down and then you're done taking the steroids and it comes back, then you're gonna have to come back. Thankfully it never did, which is always a good thing. I'm very happy that it didn't come back, because then I would have had to go back to urgent care, and this is about a week. Yeah, this is about a week before the shutdown of everything, so I'm genuinely glad that I didn't have to go back. But I used a little thumbs up munchkin for my face no longer be swollen, and I pretty much had a lazy day because I was so tired from the weekend, which it was only 2 days in Disneyland, but I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I can't handle full days at Disney anymore. So I used a lazy day sticker from Planner-esque and a Fox and Cactus Girl, and I pretty much just played The Sims all day, watched some Grey's Anatomy. I decided to restart Grey's Anatomy. I don't know what it is. I restart Grey's Anatomy all the time, and I never make it through it. I always get to about season like 6 or so, and then I'm just like, alright, I'm done, and that's it. But yeah, so I used a Shine Sticker Studio Girl for playing The Sims, and a Wonton and a Million Steamy for the Grey's Anatomy binge. I also didn't have a car on this day because my dad did take my car into work, and he took it to get an oil change. So I did use a Magic Prince Co. car for the oil change, and then I also had to transfer some money as well, which I believe that $ is from Simply Watercolor Co. And then last but not least, I did watch Life as We Know It, which is, I don't know, I really like that movie for some reason. It was on Netflix, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it. So I used a little baby munchkin to mark that. I don't know what it is. I really like that movie. I think was just kind of like that night, like, let's watch all the baby things. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Anyway, moving on to Wednesday, I put down a bill due for one of my credit cards, and then underneath that I put down a Target Munchkin to mark that I did go to Target. And then while I was over there, I got The Habit. So I used a little bunny with a burger. This is from Once More with Love. And then I think they got discontinued, unfortunately. I think she stopped selling them. And I think I stocked up on them, hopefully. I remember seeing it and it was like limited stock or like last final stock. That's what it was. And so I think I stocked up on it, hopefully. But yeah, so I did get The Habit. And then I did also need to cook some food because I went to Target and then cook some food. Don't ask me why. Or don't ask me why I got The Habit in between. I don't know. I think I was craving it. But I used a Munchkin for that. And then I had a laundry day and I used a Simply a Mess girl for that one. And then I needed to pull some stickers and do some filming. So the filming script is from Scribble Prints Co. The camera is from Magic Prints Co. And I used Lolly and Pop to mark that I pulled stickers, which is on a completely different day because we have flipped over to Thursday, so you guys can't even see it. But hey, I still told you just in case if anyone was wondering. Also, if you guys are ever wondering where a sticker is from and I never mention it, which I'm usually try my hardest to make sure I mention where it is from, but if I don't, all the shops are always linked down below and you can always check them out. I also realized in my last plan with me that I was like, oh hey, go follow my Instagram because I've been posting things on there, and I forgot that I changed my username. I used to have an underscore after Morgan, and then in between plans, I used to have that underscore there, and I changed it, and so because of that, I had to change my link to my Instagram, and I did. We're good. It's all fine now. But I apologize for any of you who were trying to click on my Instagram link, and it wasn't working. It was because I changed my username, and I had to change the link because of it. So, yeah, anyway, for Thursday, I did go back to work, which I worked a private event on Thursday, so it was weird because I had, 5 days off and then 4 days off? 5 days off. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 days off. So I had that off and then I didn't work until 6:30 at night. So there was a private event on this day. So I put down the work label and then a fancy label and a payday script that is from, why can't I remember where that sticker is from? It's not Station Stickers. Not Rose Colored Days. I'm going to look it up because I genuinely don't remember and it's going to bother me. Hold on. I'm going to grab my little binder, my foil binder, and see if I can look it up. Because I know what it is. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Is it Rose Colored Days? No. It's not Magic Prints Co. What is it? Why? Why is my brain just completely gone? I don't know. I have no idea. I really hope I have more of those because if I don't, then I'm going to be a little sad because then I can't find it. Why? Arctic Paper Studio. There we go. I was like, I genuinely don't remember where that payday sticker is from. It's from Arctic Paper Studio. Sorry, guys. My brain just literally completely just it was gone just now. It's fine. But yeah, so it was my payday. So I did use that to mark payday. That was a really loud noise. I apologize. And then underneath that, this was the last day that I had to take my medicine. So I did mark that with a Once More with Love little medicine sticker. And then I had a YouTube binge, so I used a Teeny from Glam Planner for that. And then, funny enough, I went to Target the day before. Now we had a grocery run. I don't know what I was doing with my life on this day. But I did go to the grocery store, so I used the Fox and Cactus Girl. And then, obviously, because I was off at 2 a.m., we needed some Starbucks. So this is a Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup that I used to mark Starbucks. And last but not least, I used another sticker from the Wonton, and A Million Adventure is about their shit. Okay. Really, Lindsay? Really? Sheet. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I did not mean to say that, but it's fine. It is 10 a.m. and I am, I guess, losing my mind. Totally fine. Anyway, 10 a.m.? 11 a.m. It is 11 a.m. I'm losing my mind. I've been up since 9, and I sleep I don't go to bed until 3 a.m. So we're a little tired. We got coffee, but we're a little tired. Anyway, it's from The Adventure is About Their Sheet from Wonton and A Million. And I used just Ellie to mark the private event at work. And I, like I said, wanted to use the up stickers because it is the up themed kit. Moving on to Friday, put down the work label, and then I used a YouTube icon and an edit script, and both of those are from Magic Prince Co. because I did need to edit some videos. I also recorded a voiceover, and I used a Podcast Munchkin for that, which is funny. I know it's Podcast Munchkin, but I'm using it to record a voiceover. It's purely just because it has a microphone. That's all it is. And then underneath that, I used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji with some tacos because we did get Miguel's Jr. for lunch. And then I had to plan out some spreads, so I used a squared off quarter box and another emoji with a planner to mark that. And then we got Bobatopia before work, which I miss Boba so badly right now, guys. Like, you guys have no idea how much I miss Boba, and I'm really hoping that that place that's over by Disneyland, it's called Bobatopia, that it's going to be open because the lady who owns it is like the nicest lady ever, and she always talks to us when we're going to work, and I'm going to be really sad if it's closed after this. But yeah, I did get boba before work, and then it was just a busy night at work, so I just used another one of those up stickers from One Ton in a Million for that. I believe that's Young Carl. Not entirely sure. But yeah, it's a busy night at work. Moving on to Saturday. Alright, we pretty much are caught up. I used a work label, or I put down the work label, and then I did call out on this day because I had a really bad migraine. And y'all, I don't know what it was. Like, I literally, I think so I think this has to do with my face swelling because my face got, was swollen, or was no longer swollen and everything, which was totally good. And then literally, not too long after that, I started getting head congestion, which I think is because I finally had the swelling down, and I think my nasal passages were blocked, and that's what caused the swelling. And then once it finally got down, it was, started getting congested. I think that's what it was. I don't really know, honestly, but yeah, so I ended up calling out on this day because I had a migraine. And I then ended up having a really bad head congestion. So I was like, I don't know what is happening with my body right now. My body was angry. It was struggling a lot. So yeah, I was off for 5 days, worked 2, called out 1. Probably should have called out 2 because I was not feeling good on the 8th either, or on the Sunday, but it's fine. But yeah, so my head was congested, so I used a Scribble Prince Co. Scribbler for that. I essentially slept for most of the day. And then I did decide to watch some Disney movies later on at the night. So I used a Munchkin on a fancy label just to mark that I slept for most of the day. And then I just used Pocahontas. I don't know. I think I just didn't switch that sticker out for some reason. I should have used another up sticker, but I just never switched it out. Because I did pre-plan or pre-pull stickers before I got that sheet. And I guess I just never switched it out. I didn't use the up sticker for Magic Happens purely just because there is no up character in Magic Happens, so that's why I use Moana, but I don't know why I use Pocahontas. Anyway, I watched some Disney movies, and then we did have Olive Garden for dinner that night, so I used a Wonton in a Million Steamy for that. Moving on to Sunday, so I put down, again, the work label, and then this was daylight saving, so it was spring forward, so I used another clock icon from Magic Prince Co. to mark spring forward, which, guys, is insane. It's 8 o'clock and it doesn't get dark. And I'm like, what is this? I don't know if it's just I'm not used to it yet or what, but so weird. And then underneath that, I used another Simply Watercolor Co. coffee cup to mark Dunkin' Coffee. And I still had a headache on this day. It was still just kind of pounding in my head. It wasn't as bad as the day before, but it was still pretty bad. Like I said, probably should have called out of work. Didn't. I even said that to my manager, and she looked at me and was like, you need to take care of yourself. And I was like, I did. I called out yesterday. I just didn't call out today. But yeah, so I used an emoji to mark the headache. And then I did also need to wash my costume, which I've been using I've been trying to use the baskets for that because I'm running out of the washing machine icons themselves. So I did have to wash my costume. So that laundry basket is from Magic Prince Co. And then last but not least, I took a squared off quarter box and a Le Tired Munchkin because I was super tired on this day because, again, headache. Did not help. My head was congested and my whole entire body was just like, I hate you. We're just going to cause you all the problem because my face was swollen at the beginning of the week, then I had head congestion and my body was essentially dying at the end of the week. Totally fine, right? It's fine. But yeah, so that is actually everything for this plan with me. It's going to make me sad because the next plan with me is literally the last plan with me. There's also a really loud plane outside. If you guys can hear that, I'm so sorry. I live next to a military area and these planes are all the time, always there. But anyway, the next plan with me is going to be a little sad because it's the last plan with me before I'm no longer working, but totally okay. So I just flipped through the kit and what I had left, and then we're going to do a little bit of a Viv wiggle just so you guys can see the foil. But yeah, I apologize for how like sporadic this plan with me is and this voiceover is, but you know, it's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. If you did, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And leave me some kind of comment down below. I've been working on trying to respond to comments, so leave me some kind of comment down below. And follow my Instagram if you are not already. It is just Lindsay Morgan Plans. And I will see you guys in another video. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. Bye, guys!